Hey everyone, I'm Xonani. Welcome to my third sketchbook tour. I filled this sketchbook last week. This is an art creation sketchbook from Talens. I really like these sketchbooks. I made a whole video about these sketchbooks. Perhaps you want to watch it. I will link it in my description for you. I don't know the artist of the sticker. I bought it in a small shop in my town. This is my own sticker. It's the Tier sticker. And these are from my daughter. She printed something out and made the stickers by herself with a bit of tape. So. I started this sketchbook 1 year ago, exactly 1 year ago. It took me 1 year to fill it. And every time I'm starting a sketchbook, either I'm starting like this and create a nice first page, or I let the first page empty. This happened a lot of times because it's easier to start with the second or the third page. And this is my sign here and a little cutie. I really like this spread. I painted it in a video with the Kuretake Art Nouveau Set and colored pencils. I really love this page and it became a print end of last year. And I sell my prints in my studio if there are events like studio days, which we have every year in my hometown. This was, I think, Daniel Smith watercolors and gold paint. Oh, and this little charm here is from a friend, and I always have it on my sketchbooks, and I will make it on my next sketchbook as well somehow. This is a sketch with watercolor and gouache, and here's a haiku in German. My aunt wrote a lot of haiku, and I wanted to make a book out of her haiku. This is something I wanted to do a year ago, and it happened so much this year that I wasn't able to design this book, but I will do this in the future. This is also with gouache, painted with gouache. I don't know exactly which gouache it is. Perhaps it was the Turner acrylic gouache. I have no idea right now. This was also a video. The reason why I have these pages in here and here is because with some gouaches, especially the Kuretake ones, they stick together, the pages, and this happened to me in this book, and that's why I try to save these artworks. This was the artwork, little tiny cute art sketch for my last year's Spring Flush Challenge for my Patreons. I will do this again. This was a lot of fun. And at the same time, we reached the 2,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And this was a community post. And here are more sketches for the... I tried to figure out which illustration style I want to use in the book for the haiku. Also this one, and here it's stick together. It's Kuretake, also Kuretake, and it stick together and destroyed the paper. This was for the Spring Flush Challenge, week 1. Every week had 2 prompts, 2 flowers, 2 spring flowers, and in this week was Daisy and Crocus. Yeah. And then I bought these distress crayons, which are water soluble, and to this time I loved my lipstick crayons from Grene so much, and I wanted to try also these crayons out, but they were much more sticky and I don't know, I haven't worked with them again since I made this. Okay, Neocolor 2. I also used the Neocolor 2 in here. And white gouache. Okay. And here I found a tree pearl. I have no idea how it's called in English. These are the pearls which grow on trees, on the tree stems. It looked like a little gnome or a little spirit. And I found it really cute. Often I have no idea what to paint or draw in my sketchbook. Then I fill little areas with watercolor and look what I can see in the shapes. And then I use colored pencils on top. This was this day. I think we were at a friend's place, so I did this meanwhile. We sat down and talked. And here I tried again to get warm with the naturals from Schminke. I have no idea. Last year I expected a lot from them because I really like Schminke products, but I'm not sure with these paints. I tried them on 100% cotton paper and I reviewed them in another video, and I wanted to try them also on a more cheap paper to see how they work. I think these paints are good for tiny, delicate things, not for big areas. I still want to give them a chance for nature sketching. I think I have to try this year. And this was the same, like this, but with the Schminke Naturals on the base layer. Oh, here, these are the Grene lipstick crayons I like to use, but I had no time to draw on top of both, so one is empty, and I really like this guy. Sometimes pages stay empty. Okay, here I swatched Paul Rubens watercolors and did something strange here. And here I was nature sketching outside and painted this very nice tree with watercolors. I think with my Schminke watercolor nature set. These are the Castle Arts Pastel set colored pencils. These are the pencils from my daughter, and I wanted to swatch them. This was a strange day. Also, Spring Flush Challenge week 2, Hyacinth. I like this spread. This is cute. Week 3, Spring Flush Challenge, Daffodil and Anemone. I tried to work only in black and white, and I really like them. I love spring. Spring is the best season because everything starts to grow again and starts to be colorful again. Yeah, I was really happy that spring came. This is again anemone. I like to draw this anemone here. So I made a whole spread with the anemone. I think these are the Roman small watercolors, a bit of, I don't know, acrylic marker. Spring Flush Challenge. Dandelion was the prompt. I really like this. This is so cute. Oh, this is not really good. We made a little trip to a nice place and I sketched a bit. Systrene products. These are the watercolors from Systrene and the felt markers. A very nice day with a friend, but not so good sketches. Oh, I had a weekend with my husband in Hamburg and we were in the Hamburger Kunsthalle, the museum in Hamburg, and it was really nice. There were an exhibition from William Blake. This was very interesting. Random sketches on a sunny day. These are stamps I made in lino cut and I printed it with normal stamp ink and painted on top with Mijello gouache. I really like this stamp. I wanted to have it for original paintings on the back side, but I don't know, I have to think about the inks I use with them. Because it's a lino cut, I should use a lino printing paint, but on the back side, on my originals, I don't know. I have no... and it's really big. It's really big. But I like the stamp. This is an idea sketch I made for a YouTube video where I tested the Rembrandt watercolors. I like this little cutie. I think these are the Arrtx acrylic markers. Another random sketches. I really like how this one came out. I'm reading the book How to Find Your Artist's Voice. I'm half through and made a break for a few months. And it's very inspiring. This book is very inspiring. And I only wanted to put some color on my pages. It inspired me to do this. These are the sketches for a portrait I wanted to paint, and this one is the sketch I made into a watercolor painting with a few plants growing out of her. This was the video in which I tested the Paul Rubens watercolors. Some random sketches and drawings here. This was the sketch. I had this idea in my brain that it would be cool to have like blossom leaves and little cuties around a girl. And this one is my final sketch. I really like the sketch, and this became weeks later the artwork for another video. I think I used my Roman Schmoll watercolors in the video where I made a palette setup for my Roman Schmoll. A random page glued in here. This was from an upgrade battle with watercolor pencils. Here I tested out the Simp Tab acrylic markers from Arrtx. There's a video. Perhaps I could list all the videos which I made from sketchbook spreads in my description for you. I think it's really cute. Same thing here again. I didn't know what to draw and made these backgrounds, and I came back later and drew this. This is my cute family, and this one stayed empty. Sketches for an idea for an artwork in my other sketchbook. This was a video, the forest woman with the moon. one of my patrons wished for. And I painted it with Kuretake paints, I think with the Art Nouveau Set. This was also a video. And here for the Xuntober sketches for my Xuntober prompt list. And then Xuntober came. Oh, here's a little sketch which I did outside. Xuntober sketch. Now, oh, here I was at a wedding, invited to a wedding from my sister-in-law. It was a wonderful day. Sketches for Xuntober. I painted this little guy here with the stars and a toad with pumpkins. I like to include pumpkins then. For fruit and heart, I wasn't sure how I could do this and sketched around here. And I skipped spell and made kind of this with fruit and plant. No, fruit and heart. This is skull, my sketch for skull. And here the dagger and spell thing. And here is moon and spell. Finally, I made the spell and the moon together in this little illustration. Then I made mushroom and raven. This was my final little sketch. Sometimes the smallest sketches bring me to the ideas, to the final ideas. So this is the final. And I really like how it came out. And something like this for element and symbol and tree. Yeah, I was a bit stuck during Inktober time. More sketches. As you can see, I use the sketchbook really for sketches, for a lot of sketches, ideal sketches, and this is also what a sketchbook is for. And here is Sun and I. Another little sketches, how I want to make the horns. Talisman and stone and light, but light was then in this one, and I combined the prompts in some days. And talisman, I skipped talisman. Stone overgrown insect. These were my idea sketches. I never painted it. Another idea sketch, and again I wanted to draw something and made this with a background from watercolors and on top with colored pencils. Sometimes I need to draw or paint and I don't know what to paint, and then I'm doing this. This is my comfort thing. This is my husband, and this was a sketch I want to do in a painting. This will be a painting someday. I really like the idea. A random drawing. And here I was fascinated by this mythical creature, I don't know how to pronounce this, Nguruvilu, which lives in a river, like a fox or a wolf with a snake body. And I tried to sketch it, and I wanted to paint something like this. I never painted it, but I really want to paint it. These are my sketches. My sketches are very rough, sometimes more rough than this one. But I can see my idea, and when the time has come, I will paint this, or yeah. And then one evening I sat down and drew this. I really liked this, the idea with the leaves around the head, some types. And then I painted this out of this idea with, I don't know which paints are these? I think again Roman Schmall. I really like this. Recently I love to draw faces. On this day I was a bit sad, and I thought it would be a cool idea to make little areas. I wanted to paint, I had no idea what to paint, and I started without any brain, and this is what happened. Oh, this was a nice day. I was at a friend's place, and when we meet, we draw or paint together, and this was the spread I made while we talked and drank tea and kind of this stuff. It was a nice day. These little creatures, and this is a little bit smaller and then smaller again, but I started with this one. And then I thought, what could it be? Oh, this could be a mass of little cute creatures. And how could they look? Here I tested my relatively new Mijello watercolors. I really like this spread. Awesome watercolors. I want to use my other sketchbook from Etcher again with these paints, but I had no time yet. Oh yeah, this was a video, I think, where I tested them the first time, my new palette. And these are also the Mijello watercolors. Oh, these paints are so nice. And I also like this spread. It's a cute one. Some faces on 2 different days, I think. Random sketches, but out of this random sketch, I liked this so much that I wanted to paint it in a bigger scale or with more color. In my other sketchbook, this was a video and it doesn't work like I wanted it to work, so I want to try it again, perhaps in a bigger scale and with other mediums. And I like to paint faces, I like to draw faces, but I don't like to draw bodies. So I painted a cat body instead, which was really cool with the more eyes, and I felt a little bit, yeah, sometimes I'm a bit of a weirdo in this world, and I think this is what this little painting here says. I like this. And on the next day I wanted to do something similar, but I don't like this so much. Here I swatched and mixed Mijellos, my Mijello watercolors. This was nice to do and it felt very good. And then I painted this also with Mijello watercolors, and I really like this. I was in a strange mood on this day. Oh, I had no idea what to paint and what to draw, but I really wanted to paint, so I started with a face and some moss and some things growing out here, and this is what came out. It's not perfect. I don't like the stuff on here. Perhaps it would have been better to let grow something else out of her, but I don't know. It's a nice page. Sketches for some gnomes. I tried to make my gnomes different. like I did before. And this is exactly how I would paint, how I would draw a gnome or a little creature with this head and a little birdie. But I wanted to try it different, but I didn't like them all. I like this one best. So I came back to my original way to draw something like this. Oh, here I swatched new blues from Rosa Gallery. I really like the Indian Thread blue. The indigo is an okayish indigo. It's not my favorite indigo, the one from Rosa Gallery. I like a more bluish indigo. This one is almost like a Payne's gray, I don't know. But it's a very nice color and it's good to have it now. But this one is a so nice blue. Indian Thread. My first Indian Thread watercolor. I wanted to paint, but I didn't know what. And again, I started with something random, and this is what the result was, and I don't like it so much. Again, I swatched watercolors from my Rembrandt palette, and this was fun. And I had this notebook. I drew two wonderful birds with pencil in this book, and this book was full of notes and stuff. If it's filled up, and it soon filled up with notes and stuff like this, I wanted to save these drawings, so I cut it out and glued it in here. Oh, again, Van Gogh palette from Van Gogh Watercolors. My daughter has Van Gogh watercolors, and I swatched them here. And this other bird. And then, perhaps you remember the last video, I filled the last spreads of the sketchbook. I started with a self-portrait, and honestly, for me the sketchbook was done. It felt done, but I still had to fill a few of the spreads here. This one I really like. It's easy to fill a spread like this. I made a few videos about this idea to fill a sketchbook spread. It's also good for busy people. Perhaps you want to watch it. I will link it also down below. Yeah, this random flowers, I don't like it. And here I made a mistake. I forgot the W, what is really embarrassing. And I don't like the spread. And this one, okay, I like this fish. This fish is really cool. And I like that here is blob on the side. But I don't like her face and what I did here. I don't know. But this one I really like. This is the last spread of the sketchbook and I really like it. And here, finished February 2025. Thank you. I liked to work in you. And here are 4 spreads left. And this was it. I hope you enjoyed this sketchbook tour. I have no idea yet which sketchbook will replace this one. This is like a Everything Goes sketchbook, and I have no idea which one will my new Everything Goes sketchbook. I have a few ideas. I can show them to you, which could be next. Here, this is another art creation in A4, but I really don't like to have so much pages in every art creation. Are 80 pages, and I like to finish and start new with my sketchbooks. And also, if I have them with me, and also in this big size, then it's a lot of weight. you carry around. So if I use this one next, I definitely have to split it in two. And this is what I want to do. And I split this in two books and I bind the second one with something else, and I use the cover for the first one. I don't know how to do it yet. It won't be a professional thing, but this is my idea if I decide to use this one. Then I also really like to use this one. I bought this in Hamburg in a very cute stationery shop. And this is from Clairefontaine, and it looks so vintage, and also the pages are kind of similar to the Artcreation sketchbook pages, very thin. But look at this format. I think I can make very cool sketches in here because of the format. I really want to use it. But I have no idea if this one could replace this one. It would be something new, and I like to have a new vibe. That's why I don't know if I want to use the Artcreation one. But I have something special. What I want to start for sure is the onion skin journal. I ordered an onion skin journal, and I ordered two of them. Because you have to order them from the US, and I don't want to do it again so fast. So I ordered two. If I like them so much that I want to fill another one right away, then I have two. And this is the one I will use definitely next as a side sketchbook. Oh, it's so nice. It has these very transparent, wonderful pages. This paper is so good, and I like to work more with inks, and I want to use more inks in here. This is the plan. So I want to start this one. Definitely want to start this one next. And it will be a video when we start together this one. And perhaps this one or this one. I have no idea. Then thank you so much for watching my very long video. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And it would be wonderful if you leave a comment as well. This is the best things you can do to support my channel. Thank you so much. Also a big thank you to my wonderful patrons. You are just awesome. Thank you so much for supporting me. Then have an awesome week, my friends. See you next time. Your Sonani.